so now we shall discuss the previous year questions from the topic, that is module 12, that is Parliament. The first question, consider the following statements. In India, there is no law restricting the candidates from contesting in one Lok Sabha election from 3 constituencies. In 1991 Lok Sabha election, Sri Devilal contested from 3 Lok Sabha constituencies. As per the existing rules, if a candidate contests in one Lok Sabha election from many constituencies, his or her party should bear the cost of by-elections to the constituencies vacated by him or her in the event of him or her winning in all the constituencies. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? See here, the first statement says that there is no law restricting the candidates from contesting more than nearly 3 constituencies. No, we have a law called Representation of People's Act. See, Representation of People's Act clearly says that a person can contest only a maximum of up to 2 constituencies. So the RP Act banned that a person should not contest from 3 constituencies. But here it says that there is no law. We have a law called RPA Act. It says that only from maximum of 2 constituencies, a person can contest elections to the Lok Sabha. So what happened? So one is a wrong statement here. Right. See, second statement, in 1991 Lok Sabha election, Sri Devilal contested from 3 Lok Sabha constituencies. See, that is a correct statement only. Now you may have confusion what happened here. See, he contested in 1991 from 3 Lok Sabha constituencies. But the provision limiting the member to contest from 2 Lok Sabha constituencies, that provision came in 1996 only. Okay, he contested in 1991, but the provision limiting the number of constituencies came in 1996 only. So that's why 2 is a correct statement. Clear? Regarding 3, it says that as per the existing rules, if a candidate contests in one Lok Sabha election from many constituencies, his or her party should bear the cost of by-election. No. The by-election cost also is borne by the government of India only. But this was an electoral reform suggestion made, but never implemented. So even if a person wins more than 1 constituencies, and so by-election must happen, right? Because he has to vacate the other seats. So in that by-election also, the government of India bear the cost of that also. So 3 is also a wrong statement. So 1 is wrong, 3 is wrong. So answer becomes option B, that is 2 only. Clear? Option B, 2 only. Second question, consider the following statements. The President of India can summon a session of the Parliament at such place as he or she thinks fit. The Constitution of India provides for 3 sessions of the Parliament in a year, but it is not mandatory to conduct all 3 sessions. There is no minimum number of days that the Parliament is required to meet in a year. Find the correct statement. See, regarding statement number 1, see, the President, who has the power to summon a session of the Parliament? It is the President of India. See, the President of India can summon the House at any place he or she thinks fit. It is not mandatory that the session has to be conducted in the Parliament alone. No. He can conduct or he can summon the session of the Parliament at any other places also, not an issue. If person feels that this is the correct place to summon a session, he or she can summon session at that place which he or she thinks fit. So 1 is a correct statement here. Clear? So here 1 is a correct statement. Regarding 2, the Constitution of India provides for 3 sessions of the Parliament. No, the Constitution does not provide for 3 sessions, but as a part of Parliamentary Convention. As a part of Parliamentary Convention only, we have 3 sessions. That is budget session, then monsoon session, and winter session. And this is nowhere mentioned in the Constitution about these 3 sessions. We follow it as a part of convention only. So 2 is a wrong statement. Why? Because it says that the Constitution of India provides for. No. Regarding 3, there is no minimum number of days that the Parliament is required to meet in a year. That's a correct statement. Because the Constitution does not mandate that in a year, this much number of days you have to sit in the Parliament. No. It only says that, see, it only says that Article 85 says that the gap between 2 sessions, that is, the gap between 2 sessions should not be more than 6 months. That is, the recess period should not be more than 6 months. This is what only mentioned under the Constitution. And it never mentioned about the number of days required for the Parliament to meet in a year. That's a correct statement only. But it says that the gap between 2 sessions should not be more than 6 months. Clear? So 3 is a right statement. So 1 is right, 2 is wrong, 3 is right. So answer is Option C, that is 1 and 3 only. Okay. Next one, according to the following statements, consider the following statements. According to the Constitution of India, a person who is eligible to vote can be made a minister in a state for 6 months, even if he or she is not a member of the state legislature of that state. 2. According to Representation of People's Act 1951, a person convicted of a criminal offence and sentenced to imprisonment for 5 years is permanently disqualified from contesting an election even after he is released from prison. Find the correct statement. See, regarding statement number 1, according to the Constitution of India, it says that a person who is eligible can be made a minister. No. A person who is eligible to vote means a person who crossed 18 years of age and whose name is enrolled in the electoral roll is eligible to vote. Am I right? But to become a minister in a state, he or she must have minimum 25 years of age. Why? Because to contest election to legislative assembly, minimum 25 years is mandatory, or to contest elections to legislative council, minimum 30 years are mandatory. So to become a minister, he or she must be at least 25 years of age. But an elector means who crossed 18 years of age. A person who is having age of 18 to 24 is also a voter, and he or she cannot be made a minister. Clear? Otherwise, in other sense, a person who crossed required age can be made a minister, but within 6 months, he or she must get membership in either house of the state legislature, or if in case of central government, either house of the parliament. So one is a wrong statement here. Clear? Second says that according to Representation of People's Act, a person convicted of criminal offence and sentenced to imprisonment over 5 years is permanently disqualified. See, a person is imprisonment for 2 years, is disqualified. According to RP Act, if a person is imprisoned for 2 years, he is disqualified but not permanently. Permanent disqualification is not there. He is disqualified at the moment, and the moment when he or she is released, plus 6 more years, he or she cannot contest. Say, if a person is released on 2022, plus 6 years, that is till 2028, he or she cannot contest elections. After that, he or she is permitted to contest in the elections. But here it says that they are permanently disqualified. No. So, since both the statements are wrong here, our answer becomes option D, that is neither one nor two. Okay. Next one, a parliamentary system of government is one in which all political parties in the parliament are represented in the government. A government is responsible to the parliament and can be removed by it. The government is elected by the people and can be removed by them. The government is chosen by the parliament but cannot be removed by it before the completion of a fixed term. Regarding parliamentary form of government, what does IA says? All political parties are there in the government. Is it so? It is not mandatory that all parties are represented in the government. So A cannot be the right answer. C2, the government is responsible to the parliament, specifically to Lok Sabha, and can be removed by it. Yes, Lok Sabha can remove the government through no confidence motion. Why? Because executives are answerable to the legislature, specifically to the Lok Sabha. So if a no confidence motion is passed, the government has to resign. So B is our right answer to this question. So why not C and D? It says that the government is elected by the people and can be removed by it. Whether people can remove the government? No. People have no power to remove the government. So C is not our answer. D says that the government is chosen by the parliament but cannot be removed by it. No, we know that the parliament has the power to remove the government. That's why D is also our wrong answer. Answer is option B, that is the government is responsible to the parliament and can be removed by it. Okay. 5. Along with the budget, the finance minister also places other documents before the parliament, which includes the macroeconomic framework statement. The aforesaid document is presented because this is mandated by long-standing parliamentary convention, Article 112 and Article 110, Clause 1 of the Constitution of India, Article 113 of the Constitution of India, provisions of the Fiscal Responsibility and Budget Management Act. See, this provision is because of the provisions of FRBM Act, that is the Fiscal Responsibility and Budget Management Act only of 2003. Clear? So answer is option D. Okay. Rajya Sabha has equal powers with Lok Sabha in. So among these four options, in which of the cases Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha has same powers is what asked here. Clear? Regarding the matters of creating new all India services, amending the constitution, removal of the government, making cut motions. Regarding A, that is the matters of creation of all India services. See, for the creation of all India services or for the abolition of all India services, Rajya Sabha has some exclusive powers. If Rajya Sabha by resolution passes that they are going to create an all India service or they want to abolish an all India service, that power lies with whom? Rajya Sabha only initially. Then only Parliament can create or abolish an all India services. So in that cases, Rajya Sabha enjoys more power. The question asked here is, Rajya Sabha has equal powers with Lok Sabha in which among the following matters? See, amendment to the constitution. How? For amending a constitution, Lok Sabha as well as Rajya Sabha has equal powers. Why? Because a bill for amending the constitution can be introduced either in Lok Sabha or in Rajya Sabha. And also, both the houses has to pass it separately by a special majority. See, take the case of a money bill. In such cases, Lok Sabha has exclusive powers. Why? Because in case of a money bill, Rajya Sabha cannot amend or reject a money bill. It can only make recommendations, which is also not binding upon the Lok Sabha. Also regarding a money bill, the Rajya Sabha can delay the bill for a maximum period of 14 days only. After that, it is considered to be passed by both the House of the Parliament. So in case of money bill, Lok Sabha enjoys more powers. But to amend a constitution, Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha enjoys equal powers only. So our answer is option B. So why not C and D? The removal of the government. That is, question is asked regarding no confidence motion. Who can remove a government? It is Lok Sabha. Because a no confidence motion happens only in the Lok Sabha only, where Rajya Sabha has no power to remove the government. So C is not our answer. Regarding making cut motions. What is cut motions? It happens during the passage of the budget. Cut motions happens during the passage of budget only. Okay, that is when the voting on demand for grants is being taken place, a member can initiate a cut motion. Why? What is cut motion? He is initiating a motion to cut the amount the ministry or department has demanded. See, a ministry may demand, we need 1000 crores for this particular year. Defense ministry may ask, we need 5000 crores. If a cut motion is raised stating that it is not necessary to give 5000 crores for so and so things, let's reduce the amount or cut short the amount. That is what meant by cut motion. And see, cut motions happen only in the Lok Sabha. Cut motion takes place only in the Lok Sabha where Rajya Sabha has no powers. So answer is B, that is amending the constitution where Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha enjoys equal powers. Clear? Consider the following statements. In the first Lok Sabha, the single largest party in the opposition was the Swatantra Party. In the Lok Sabha, the leader of opposition was recognized for the first time in 1969. In the Lok Sabha, if a party does not have a minimum of 75 members, its leader cannot be recognized as the leader of opposition. Find the correct statement. See, this question is to check you whether you know who can be qualified to be a leader of opposition or not. Even if you does not know the first statement, even if you does not know the second statement, doesn't matter. If you know about the third statement, you can directly reach at the answer. See, to be qualified to be a leader of opposition, that party must have not less than 1/10 of the members of the house. Okay, a party in the house of opposition party in the house which has not less than 1/10 members, that leader can be called as a leader of opposition. But statement number 3 says that there must minimum 75 members. No, it is not a number criteria, it is a proportion of the number of members, that is 1/10. So 3 is a wrong statement here, right? So if 3 is a wrong statement, you can eliminate A, because A says that 3 is right. You can eliminate C, which also says 3 is right. You can eliminate D, which also says that 3 is a right statement, and we know that since 3 is a wrong statement, our answer becomes option B, that is 2 only, which says in the Lok Sabha, a leader of opposition was recognized for the first time in 1969. Clear? Regarding money bill, which of the following statements is not correct? You have to find out the not correct one. A bill shall be deemed to be a money bill if it contains only provisions relating to the imposition, abolition, remission, alteration or regulation of any tax. A money bill has provisions for the custody of the Consolidated Fund of India or the Contingency Fund of India. A money bill is concerned with the appropriation of money out of the contingency fund of India. A money bill deals with the regulation of borrowing money or giving of any guarantee by the government of India. We have to find out the not correct one here. See, first of all, what is a money bill? See, under Article 110 of the Constitution, it talks about various provisions. Okay, so if a bill contains only provisions mentioned under the Article 110, that bill can be called as a money bill. It may be related to one of the provisions or two or three provisions or the entire provisions of Article 110, but a bill containing only provisions mentioned under Article 110 of the Constitution, that bill can be called as a money bill. And regarding the passage of money bill, it has various procedure. Why? Because it can be introduced only in the Lok Sabha. That is also with the prior recommendation of the President of India. So a money bill can be introduced in the Lok Sabha only with the prior recommendation of the President of India only. So certain procedures are there for the passage of money bill, and in such case of a money bill, Rajya Sabha has only limited powers. It can only for a maximum period keep a bill pending for a time period of 14 days only. Otherwise, Rajya Sabha cannot reject or cannot amend a money bill. Please note that. So among Article 110, there are various provisions that is asked here. Okay, so regarding that, A is a correct provision of Article 110, B is also a correct one. C says that the money bill is concerned with the appropriation of money out of the contingency fund. It is not the contingency fund of India, but the consolidated fund of India only. Consolidated fund of India only. So C is wrongly given here, and since we have to find out the not correct one, our answer is option C. Okay.